Floyd Mayweather dominates list of highest-grossing boxing fights of all time. Floyd Mayweather was never shy of talking about money during his illustrious career, even creating his own brand called The Money Team. The highest-grossing fights of all time have been revealed, and unsurprisingly, Mayweather dominates this list. The pay-per-view king divided opinion throughout his unbeaten career, but he always made sure that he delivered in the ring with both performances and subsequent paychecks. Mike Tyson also graces the list with a total career earnings of over $400 million, but Mayweather dwarfs all before him with some mind-boggling sums for 4 of his most famous bouts. Below we break down some of the numbers involved. Mayweather vs. Pacquiao, May 2015. Dubbed the fight of the century, though for many this fight was arguably 5 years too late. However, this did not stop the anticipation for two of the greatest fighters in history gracing the ring together. The fight sold a record 4.6 million buys, which generated £337 million in revenue. Mayweather's purse was a staggering £223.5 million, with a total amount generated of £678 million for the fight. The fight itself sadly did not live up to the hype, with Mayweather outfoxing his old foe with a unanimous points victory. Mayweather vs. McGregor, August 2017. The first crossover fight in history between UFC and boxing. Derided by many as a circus, this did not stop the hype for the fight. Although it did not quite beat the figures for Mayweather vs. Pacquiao, it still made a cool £662.5 million, with Mayweather taking home £223.5 million and McGregor making a healthy £70 million. Mayweather vs. Canelo, September 2013. This fight at the time broke all records for PPV with 2.2 million buys as fight fans tuned in to see if Canelo could upset the odds against the pound-for-pound master. Mayweather, however, delivered another masterclass on the way to another unanimous points decision. It remains the third richest fight in boxing history, and since the defeat and Mayweather's retirement, Canelo has himself become one of the richest and biggest draws in the sport. Mayweather vs. De La Hoya, May 2007. This fight was the last time Mayweather ever received the smaller share of the purse, and by winning a fascinating split decision. The fight parachuted Mayweather to the top of the sport and broke all the box office records at the time, with £110 million made through pay-per-view buys. After the fight, Mayweather adopted the Money moniker and went to cement his legacy as the richest and best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. Mike Tyson doubleheader makes up the top 6. Mike Tyson makes up the list for 2 of his most famous bouts. His rematch with Evander Holyfield in 1997 is remembered for all the wrong reasons, as Tyson was disqualified and disgraced during round 3 for biting part of his opponent's ear off. Nonetheless, the fight did 1.9 million buys, which remains a record for a heavyweight fight. Their purses remained the highest combined gross figure before being eclipsed by Mayweather and De La Hoya a decade later. Tyson also finally fought Lennox Lewis in 2002, but past his best, Tyson lost to Lewis in the 8th round. Despite not being the clash it might have been a few years prior, it still generated over £90 million in pay-per-view revenue.